Welcome to GoodJuju Tarot, darling. If you found yourself here for some magical reason, that means that this message is hopefully definitely going to resonate with you, okay? In this very special, sparkly disco ball of a corner of the internet, I get to read tarot to really help God get some messages across to all the people that He assigned to this video, okay? I'm super excited and I feel very blessed to be able to have the opportunity to share these messages with you. I do have some guidelines here, though, to be able to ensure that we keep this a safe space, right? One, please, no hatred, no banter, no ill intentions, no rudeness, right? We're all human beings and we're all growing, so let's really try to keep that as a priority. Okay. Second of all, these are general messages. So please don't make something try to apply that does not, right? That kind of causes headaches. Who wants that? All right. And third and foremost, support the channel. Everything will be free, right? To support, unless you so choose to do something else, right? But like, subscribe if you find that you enjoy this vibe. And, my cards don't lie. Your man might, but my cards don't. Okay? So, in terms of these incredible messages, first and foremost, a message I was already channeling, just like getting prepped for this moment. It's just like it's time, you know, and that step into becoming who you've been afraid to become, like it's already happening. It's quite literally already happening. Yeah, that mindset, that mindset. Your thoughts, right? The patterns, how you see yourself, how you see other people, the environments you choose to be in, right? Like, just in general, it's clear that you may have been going through a mindset shift. And that mindset shift, I'm not going to lie, it's feeling a little difficult, right, at this point, because the fact that it's really bringing you into a space where you're hopeful to be more in your feminine energy, softer, kinder, more nourishing to self, right? Protecting yourself, no longer abandoning who it is that you are, no longer over analyzing your thoughts, how you show up in these spaces, right? I getcha. I totally get you. And I understand that it's difficult because in order to get to that level of softness, you have to go through some really ugly, difficult shit, right? And that isn't necessarily always the easiest thing. But I feel like it's very clear that like all the things that were difficult have made you extremely beautiful, right? Look at this just in this card itself, like how you may not see it because the lighting, sorry, but it's like translucent. The wings are translucent, they're beautiful, kind of like glass stained ceilings. You know how delicate and beautiful glass stained ceilings are? Like, in order for you, again, to get to this level of beauty, of like being as mesmerizing as you are, loving yourself to that capacity, and really truly living in the definition of peace that you're setting for yourself, I totally get it. It's an entire mindset shift. And the clear message was, it's time to really step into that. Yeah. Ooh, fear. Somebody's getting concerned. No, 1000%. Because, and that feminine energy again, right? That softness, that nurturing, that ability to attract the things that you want, to actively manifest and plan through in a calm state of mind, right? Reaching all of your goals. So, fear is clearly something that is absolutely blocking that. And can I be quite honest? Like, I do feel like if fear is a big blocker, it's kind of like, are you just comfortable in the thought of fear? right? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do something afraid, right? Afraid. There's never really going to be a lot of decisions, at least ones that are groundbreaking and exciting and that really create powerful shifts where you're able to love yourself and again act in your feminine energy. You're always really probably going to be scared because that's a part of that human existence. That's a part of the truth. And the fact that the protection card is here, and look at this partnership. It's like, I feel like this is God saying, like, I'm here with you. We are here with you. Your entire spiritual team is here with you. And we understand why you're afraid, but be afraid not, right? Because we are here and we're here to support you in being able to be abundant in peace and to live a very long, healthy life, you know? I love that. I love this reassurance that's coming here. The Earth Fairy. So listen, in this deck, you don't take, reverses, but I have to note that the Earth Fairy itself did fall in reverse. I'm not going to just like keep it like that, but I do want to acknowledge the fact that it might mean that like whatever levels of stress of this mindset, you may have been ignoring your body or some parts of like your health that you may want to pay attention to, Not like anything is wrong now. That's not what I'm feeling, but it's like a proactive approach. Like, let's say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hearing like 3 months, 3 more months of whatever it is you're doing currently, or any mishabits, but any habits that aren't the best, girl. I'm like, girl, it may, it could cause some health complications that you really wouldn't want, right? Things that may make things a little bit more difficult. So for sure, I'm hearing like get in the gym, have ways to really process this fear that allows you to feel like your most confident baddie self. Okay. Because what you're doing is you're rebuilding yourself from the ground up, but not in a painful way. I feel like there's a lot of like, sometimes at this point, right, if you've been healing for some time, you're probably very much used to like feeling completely broken whenever you have a rebirth, and it's probably been very difficult. We were saying that at the start, right? It's probably been very difficult on the mind and just the process itself. And I just want to just give you a round of applause, okay? And I hope that you're also giving yourself a round of applause because the fact that you are now even attracted to this video, that means that you are in a space where you've overcome a hell of a lot of fear already. And so much that there might be a little bit of like, I'm not a doctor, you know what I mean? But you know the actual definition of like PTSD. Like there may be some post traumatic stress, some of that stress, right? Some of that trauma, living in that survival skill and survival mode, right? That can really do a lot where you may have been ignoring your body because you had to put so much thought into your mind. But now I think it's like, okay, listen, you have really done a phenomenal job here at removing these restrictions, right? You've been living in your masculine energy. And I think it's really like exciting that you get to live in your truth. And also, like, I'm seeing some wealth, I'm seeing some luck. I feel like you removing the restrictions that fear has placed into your life is going to cause a moment where you take a look at the restrictions you've been placing on yourself. And you're going to notice that the only thing standing in your way has been you. So that's why I really feel, hey, the message is the Lord is saying the time is now. Get out of your own way. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And listen, I know I'm not a singer, okay? I know I am not a singer, but y'all gonna get these vibes, okay? You're gonna get these motherfucking vibes. Because why not? Because I'm not gonna lie, listen, this is my first video, right? At least like one that I'm sharing. Not my first time reading at all. I've read for friends. I've done all these things. But this is my leap of faith. You know what I mean? This is me trying to do my best to be able to show up as an authentic version of myself, because ultimately we're all multifaceted when you really think about it, okay? And I hope that just in that knowing, and knowing that it's impossible for all of us to just be one thing all the time, and hopefully in that knowing, that gives you permission to be whatever the fuck you want to be, okay? Whatever you want to be. And, you know, I think that And you know, it's very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable space to be like sharing a unique talent, your relationship with God, something spiritual, you know what I mean? But I feel like ultimately God's work and the work that you all probably have sitting on your chest is going to thrive under this feeling of fear, because sometimes fear is just like joy and excitement and proud, like the proudness, if that's even a word, you know, disguised as that. Because we've been in survival mode so much, our mind tells us it's fear, but what if it's actually inspiration, you know? What if it's actually inspiration? How exciting. Impossible is only a matter of opinion. Can we talk about that? Can we talk? Were we just not just saying that? Or, okay. Yeah. Literally, impossible is only something of the mind. The things that you fear, I want you to, if you take anything away from this video, the things that you fear, were they something you were born with, or were they something you were taught? I'll wait. I'll motherfucking wait. Because once you start to realize that the fear that you're feeling was taught to you, you'll begin to detach yourself and label it as actually a projection of the person that taught you it. You know? God is saying it's time for freedom. Lying to yourself is the most harmful spell. Listen, the power of words, right? Again, who told you to be afraid of the person that you want to be? And why? I bet 99.9999999% of the time ain't got nothing to do with your cute ass. Ain't got nothing to do with you being a baddie, with you being, you know, willing and wanting to see the world, to love on yourself, to love on other people, to be a positive human being in a weird ass environment. Listen, baby girl, baby boy, okay, you're gonna be completely and totally okay. Everything's gonna be great, okay? It's really about just like getting out of this idea of like what could possibly go wrong versus what can actually go right. Or shit in the negative sense here. The shine of gold fascinates, but it also dazzles. It's about learning how to get rid of this attachment to instant gratification. When you are in survival mode, instant gratification, instant dopamine is what your soul craves, right? Mind, body, and spirit. The reason why it craves it, it's because it needs attention and it needs to feel joy because it feels absent of it. Now, believe it or not, if it's time, right, if you're watching this video and it's time for you to step into who you're supposed to be, that means you're already physically in a space of peace. That means you've already created it for yourself. You're just having a difficult time believing it. That means it's all about the motherfucking mind. Right? It's all about the mind, baby girl, baby boy. It's all about the mind. So transitioning your mind from a place of survival mode to thriving. When you're thriving, you're not operating from a place of lack. You're not operating from, I need this quickly, I want this quickly, all this stuff. The things that are here today, literally gone tomorrow. None of that, right? You want permanent joy. And it's possible. It is absolutely possible to do it in the present and while you're alive for many years, okay? It's completely and totally possible. It's just going to be important for you to have discernment, right? And for you to really think through, like, what is it that I want versus what is it that I need? And being completely and totally non-judgmental if that changes from day to day. That's what life is. You're a human being, darling. Okay, when the heart screams, reasoning goes silent. You're about to move from and this is beautiful, okay? This is beautiful. You're about to move from a place of operating from just your mind to also incorporating your incredible and beautiful heart. And it's really exciting because you've never really been able to use your heart, right? Because it probably has been broken since like age of 7, you know? But now it's like you're just working on trusting that your heart can make really beautiful decisions, and your heart truly can, you know. It's trust. How can you trust something? I totally understand. How can you trust something that, how can you move on from a pattern that you've never really used before, right? Like if you've used a particular tool to fix a table, for example, and use that table like 15 you use that tool like 15 times to fix that table, you're probably always going to use that tool, right? You're always going to rely on that until a new tool is introduced and you're like, wow, I can do that more efficiently, with in a kinder way, with a kinder process. And that's really what it's about, like the next goals and the next set of goals in your life. Because no, truly, I feel like the Chariot also came out here in my original shuffle, and it's important to talk about the fact that like moving forward really does mean being incredibly flexible, adaptable, and understanding that like those concrete goals that your soul has probably been craving, because you crave structure, is really just your soul being so used to having to create an escape plan, right? That it's weird to flow. It's weird to not have a concrete, like, these are the 15 metrics I want to achieve in the next 3 years. It's like you're probably seeing yourself craving more feelings. And I get that. That's valid, and it's beautiful, and it's a sign of growth. You're probably just like, it's so uncomfortable, good juju. It's so uncomfortable. But I get it. I get it. It is uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, discomfort is what's going to bring growth, change, right? Growth is what is going to bring you from a rocky place into a peaceful space. And you are in partnership with God, right? Everyone is on board to bring you into this new beginning, the tower, the star. Look who's healing a whole new world. A whole new place I've never been. No, quite literally. I get that. I get that. And you want to know what's so interesting is that in this tower card, all I keep looking at is these motherfucking acorns here in the corner. Because it's like the saying is, forests, like big ass trees, are literally formed from acorns. And I feel like it's a reminder of like your daily decisions plant beautiful, beautiful like outcomes for the future. Your how you've shown up. These are things you've already done. Let me speak in that tense, because I'm being told to speak in that tense. It's like, this is how you've done it. You have shown up as pieces of light, as metamorphosizing, honestly, throughout your life. And it's been really beautiful. And the healing that you've done has made you into a baddie. A baddie. And your whole spiritual team is literally like, and God, the Lord, is literally like, listen, we want to move you to a place of peace because of all of this incredible work that you've done and how kind you've been to people while it's been happening. How you've been teaching other people to do the same. I love that. I love that. Oh, okay. Falling on the titties. Hierophant. Okay, so all about how you see your mind, right? Your belief systems. What you about to check before you wreck. What things are you outgrowing here, right? The High Priestess. Let's pause for a second. Oh, let's not. The World. And the Ten of Pentacles. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, because you may not even understand how, you may not be giving yourself credit for how serious this is, right? If you have been watching tarot for a very long time, then you understand the difference between a major arcana and or a minor arcana. Major arcanas in tarot really signify significant shifts, very, very powerful, stronger energies that really set the tone for the reading and the energy that's being read. You have motherfucking 5 major arcanas Sit with that. Because I really think it's important to understand that the mindset shift that you're going through right now is quite literally huge. You're breaking a generational curse. Congratulations again, darling. Congratulations again. And you're probably wondering right now, because the cycle that you're closing is going to truly help you with your commitment. It's going to help you with your ability to commit to self. Okay? It's going to make you extremely abundant and untap, again, your ability to operate from a divine space internally, from the heart space, from an intuitive feminine energy. I love it. Back of the deck again. Hold on before I do the shuffle. Queen of Pentacles, because you a baddie. You a baddie. You an abundant baddie. You a nurturing baddie. Whoever's around you multiplies. Okay. Let them know. Let them know the motherfucking Chariot. It's time. I just heard a bell. I just heard a toaster bell. Confirmation. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 motherfucking major arcanas. I'm pulling out 12 cards. Or excuse me, not 12 cards, but you know what I mean. It's a lot of major arcanis, okay? A lot of arcanis in this B. The Hanged Man. I could throw up right now. I could quite literally throw up. Because it's an understanding that you're being brought into a space, into your life of true peace, of seeing your life from a different perspective. And what's happening right now, before you fully begin to embrace where you're at, is a pause, right? It's a pause. Listen, one of my favorite analogies will forever be when you are revving up a toy car before it shoots off, you need to kind of like, you know, like back it up a little bit, rev it up, and then it shoots off. You're just taking a step back, darling, right now, so that you can reflect on what is it that you want to achieve next. What does peace look like for you? What are you shedding? What are you no longer bringing with you? And this could definitely be, you guessed it, terrifying, right? Because you're like, holy shit, I never thought I'd actually get to this place of peace where I get to choose it and live it out and do all this. Congratulations, you did it. Now it's really about, let's make it authentic, right? How can you really, really, really embrace the joy that's coming in? Because you've created it. I could cry. 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups, excuse me. 7 of Wands, so that you're not guarded, so that you don't self-sabotage, you know. And honestly, again, with that protection card in the oracles, it's like everything's going to be okay. Okay? Everything is going to be okay. We get why you feel guarded. We get why you want to be in defense mode, right? Like it makes total sense. It makes total sense why you want to protect yourself and why right now it's actually on purpose. Why I feel like it's triggering. All these changes are triggering your survival mode, so you release it once and for all. That's, oh my goodness, spiritual graduation. Listen, if you've been thinking about booking a vacation or you already have a vacation booked, it's lit, because spiritual graduation season, darling. Whoa, I just spiritual graduation season. Okay, go ahead and celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate what you've overcome. Celebrate the thoughts, overcoming the thoughts and these thinking patterns, and from going from a really sticky, very sad situation. Celebrate the healing. Celebrate the changes. Celebrate your choices, right? Even if you don't feel like you're showing up as your full authentic self every day, I bet a majority of the time you have. I bet that's the case. And I bet when you track over the course of the past 5 years, you've done more than you haven't, right? The joy won't leave. And I think that terrifies you, huh? That no matter what route, you are definitely here, destined for a hell of a lot of joy, a hell of a lot of love. Strong workplace networks, okay, is what I just got with this, right? And also the belief and understanding that you have of how you are and not allowed to make abundance. Again, we are multifaceted individuals, okay? You're allowed to be anything and everything that you want to be. You're allowed to be anything and everything that you want to be. Let me read this for you. Impossible is only a matter of an opinion, right? Stop playing with them. Stop playing with them, because if you're actually honest with yourself, something that you're not telling people is that you're absolutely bored with your life and that you're going back and forth of like, did I make the right choices in releasing the patterns that I did? Was comfort actually still a sense of direction? No, you made the correct choice, okay? You made the correct choice. And I really need to, again, freaking point out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 major arcanas. 10 of Cups won't leave the bottom of the deck. Last card here. Last card. You know, in my head, I'm just like, I'm hearing, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I got all my life to live. I got all my life to live, and I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. I'm going to take these 3 just because I see where they can fit. But 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, listen. In my head now, I just heard, it's been a long time coming, but we done fell apart. It's been a long time coming, right, to this joy. You've carried a lot of burdens. You've had a lot of patience. And you deserve this, okay? You deserve this. The pain is not in vain. Remember that. The pain is not in vain. That's going to be the title of this video. The pain was not in vain. I love it. Bottom of the deck, your victory. You beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, handsome, phenomenal. Everything that everyone needs in this world. Everything that needs to be seen. Human being that you are, darling. You earth angel. You sexy beast. Look at you winning. You gonna win. You gonna win. Y'all remember that Nelly song? I am number 1. 2 is not a winner. The body number members. Yeah. What does it take to be number 1? What does it take? What does it take? Tell us. Tell us, collective. Tell us, darling. What does it take to be number 1? Because you're about to be it. You about to be it, okay? These are just some reflection cards. I want to see what reflecting we can walk away with today. What reflections? What reflection? You're doing a phenomenal job. Oof, okay. That fell. Please hold. Heard the creaking of my chair too, but your past does not define who you are today. Just because you suffered in the past, darling, just because the past has been hard, that don't mean that your tomorrows are going to be full of pain, right? This is not who you're condemned to be. Okay. You're so beautiful. Okay. Inspirational, right? 2 inspiration cards. That's actually pretty exciting. First card here, low self-esteem is like driving through life with your handbrake on. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you deserve all this goodness? Because either way it's coming. So are you going to throw up the whole time, or are you actually going to enjoy it? Take time off. The world will not fall apart without you. Go on that vacation, okay? Go on that vacation. Go celebrate yourself. Go take the time, right? Go take this time to allow yourself what you want to bring, what you want to leave behind. To acknowledge what's shedding, okay? and to acknowledging what it's bringing up for you. Okay? Absolutely. I love it. I love it. All right, now we got affirmation. Affirmation. Okay. Okay. What some call rebellion, others call survival. I could cry right now. I mean, it's gonna be backwards here, but what others call rebellion, others call survival. Listen, you are an incredible person, okay? You are a phenomenal human being. And if at any point you felt like you were terrible, that you were rude, that you acted out, it was out of a place of survival, you can forgive yourself. You are a phenomenal human being that deserves all of the peace and all of the goodness that's coming to you. Because for every one rude thing that you've done a million phenomenal things that have made not only God proud, not only your spiritual team proud, but that should also make you proud. Because look at how you're navigating your incredible, beautiful life. And that's exactly why, that is exactly why joy is here for you. Victory is here for you. Love is here for you. The mindset of nothing is impossible is for you. Okay? And that's the message here. So let me let you know right now, if you loved this message or this message resonated with you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and join the family, truly. Like, subscribe. I will be here giving more messages, you know what I mean? So why not stay up to date with what the Lord has got to say? Okay? All right, I love you so much. You're the absolute best. Bye.